Hey everybody, Orpheolus here. Welcome back to some more Xenoblade Chronicles 2 Torna the Golden Country. Last time, we did a lot of side quests. Enough so to continue on the story. Yeah, we hit level 4 affinity. And this time, well, more side quests have opened up around the city, but our main destination is going to be here at the main gate. Alright then. And upon arriving, well, let's go ahead and get the cutscene over with. It looks as if we're almost ready to proceed with the evacuation. If it weren't for all your support, we might have never been able to pull this off. I thank you in the name of Torna. I don't know why you're thanking me. I'm a knight now, remember? And you know what else? I'm really starting to like this place. You get to see so many different walks of life here. It's a real melting pot. I've noticed that. So many intertwining lives, all together in one place. I have felt the same about the cities of Moradane. There is much to like about their urban environs. You're making me want to pay a visit now. We can all go together. We'll finish off Malos and take Hugo back home personally. Oh yes, please. It will be welcome. We will welcome you with open arms. The streets will wash with cheer. I appreciate if we could skip any of the formal stuff. Hey, listen. Do you think we'll even stand a chance against Malos? I haven't a clue. His power seems far off the charts. I couldn't even guess. He still has his limits, and besides, Adam's never been able to handle me as effectively as he can now. That's right, Master Adam's more than prepared to take that creep down. And we'll be right there to watch it happen, won't we, Mick? We've come this far, may as well see it through. Those lads. You're not serious. Do you know how dangerous it is to even be remotely near Malos? Just by tagging along with us, you're putting your lives on the line. Oh, and I suppose we've been perfectly safe up until now, as well, have we? We know what we're getting into, okay? You don't know what you're talking about. Myth or drop it. Come on, let's head back to the inn. We want to get a good night's sleep before the decisive battle. Very wise. I really have to talk this through with Mikhail and Moulton. Alright then. And with that all done, let's go on ahead and head on to the inn. Yes, some side quests are open, but let's do a little bit of story first, shall we? Let's go ahead and take our final rest.
Malos is heading for Torna's core. In the original configuration, the core is in the Titan's thorax.
But the Titan hasn't shown signs of transforming yet.
You think the Aegis is taking a nap or something?
That would be fortunate for us. That mountain ridge makes up the upper body. That's where the core should appear. It will take some time before the troops are organized. Let us go on ahead. We depart in the morning.
This sucks. House sitting in the capital. I want to go with you.
Here we go. Way lame.
The battle ahead is unlike any we've known before. Please remember that.
Jin, can't you tell them? I swear we won't get in the way.
No. In this battle, you'd be a distraction.
Ugh.
One way to put it.
Milton, you'll be a great help to Adam if you stay in the capital.
Come on, don't you get it? You're not hearing them. Okay? You'd be no help on the battlefield. In fact, protecting you from Malos would take all my energy. But hey, I mean, if you stay here and keep Mikhail out of trouble, we'll be able to fight the way we should. That's what they're saying.
I don't need looking after. Ah!
See?
You understand, don't you? What you need to do to help Adam?
Make me a promise that you'll kill Malos and bring Adam back no matter what.
Yeah, I promise.
Great. Then we each know what we have to do. Surprisingly diligent.
You need some help?
Nah, just killing time.
If you want to talk, I'm not sure I'm your guy.
Keeping a journal, huh? Bridget's into it too. Is that like a thing now?
Who knows? I am what I am, and so is she.
You know when your driver dies, you'll return to your core. It feels kind of futile.
There's nothing strange about wanting to know who you used to be once you reawaken.
You can't be sure you'll even find it though, right?
Even so, nothing's for certain, but it's some hope at least. That's a Blade's lot.
But what's the point?
To keep the bond with your driver alive.
The bond?
I guess that's a little difficult for you to understand.
Hey, don't be mean. You make it sound like I have no heart. What?
What I meant was, the true connection that's meant for you, I don't think you'll find it here.
But Adam's my driver.
Sure, he is. But I feel it's not the same somehow.
Huh?
Your real affinity lies in the future, not in the time we're in now. I just feel that in my bones. Call it Blade's intuition.
Sounds kinda vague.
To change the subject, thanks for before.
For what?
I didn't expect it.
You were both so hopeless with the kids. So hopeless I couldn't just watch.
I'll consider myself told.
That's...
The Tornan Titan's true form.
Is Malos there?
There's no time. Keep moving.
Alright then. And with that, well, the story is quite intensifying. So, with this all done, you can now officially head straight to the Tornan core and go on ahead and beat the game. However though, you can go ahead and do that. The endgame is open right now. Once you have community level 4, you're straight to go beat the game. As like there's one more cutscene and then it's the final boss. However though, before we do that, I want to finish up the side quests. Things are going to escalate immensely once we head up there. I want to save that for the end. So, yeah. And plus there's a lot of side quests that gives you nice little boons too. So, you know me. Screw the story, go for the cutscenes. However, though, this time we're only going to do one cutscene. Start things up, starting with Cafe Amicus owner, Sorel. Aw, come on, I'm begging you. Just a small taste of one of your culinary masterpieces is all I'm asking. My dear Mr. Moulton, you can keep on begging till the Arden come home, but it's not going to change anything. Ah, come on, lass. I told you why I'm here. I came to all the bleeding way from Moulton to partake in your fine food. I can't possibly go home without sampling Torna's most closely guarded secret. I'm even risking my neck being here, for architect's sakes. Go on, make an exception just this once. For me. As I've mentioned numerous times, Mr. Moulton, it simply cannot be done. I'm sorry. Sorry to interrupt, but what's it exactly that's stopping you? Oh, Laura, Prince Adam. It's because of my parents. I left them in Porton Village, and now they've passed on. I just can't get over the grief. I just can't. I'm barely keeping it together as it is. Oh, that's rough. My dearest condolences. Even so, you simply cannot continue to serve meals with such a subpar taste. Subpar it may be, but tell me, Mr. Moulton, how is it in relation to Ardenian cuisine? Alright, you win that one. Is Ardenian cuisine really that bad, Hugo? Well, it's an acquired taste. I would have to say I'm quite fond of our delicacies, but it seems that the public opinion differs. I can't really stomach it, I'm afraid. I'd take Jen's cooking over it any day. Obviously. It is obvious, isn't it? Look, I know it sounds selfish of me to insist, but how long are you going to keep this up, eh? These customers are coming to you, and they know how good you are, but look at what you're serving them. Everyone has to deal with hardships, you more than others, but a good chef prides themselves on their food. Yes, but... I've got it! I know this might be hard on you, ma'am, but I may have a way to add a little zest to your cooking. Zest? By way of a cooking contest. Yes! Give that man a medal! I'll happily front the reward money, and I'm sure we can borrow the inn for an evening if we ask nicely. So it's an evening with Adam, isn't it? Well, let's not put that on the pamphlets. Just moving on, Hugo and I could be the judges, and let's see. Sum me up too. I came here to sample the food. This may turn out to be a perfect opportunity for me. Done. But is there anyone who would even want to compete in the food contest in times this dangerous? Absolutely. Don't let his looks fool you. Jin happens to be a very talented cook. Me? Oh no, Come on, Jin. Help him out here. And you'll be doing everyone a favor. And I really want to see you put your skills to the test. Very well then. That's our Jin. Next, we'll have to ask around the capital and see who might be interested in taking part. Will you be joining us, Miss Sorrel? I suppose. I'm quite curious to see the extent of the Paragon of Torna's skills with the ladle and spatula. This is getting rather exciting. Hey, hold on a sec. Yes, Mithra? Aren't we forgetting someone here? Oh, you must be Nina Gion. Hey, you're right. Gion can make a mean fish pie, and we'll have to see if we can get him on board, and... Not him, me! You better watch out, Jen. Because I'm going to sneak up and steal that victory from right under your nose. Hey, watch it. You'll be laughing on the other side of your face. I'm serious. I'm bringing my A game. Well, now we have some real challengers. Why don't we return to the inn and talk this through? Fine by me. Oh, this is shaping up to be even better than I imagined. So we have the Great Tornan Cook-Off.
I would be no
A very, very good quest. Honestly, this is my favorite quest of the game. It's really up there. So, with that all done, let's go on ahead and head on into the inn. From here, we just need to head on to the bottom. Right, we've got to think of something that will really knock the judges for 6. Oh yes, wouldn't it be delightful if you won? Or are you two getting so fired up over this? Do lighten up, Jen. It's just a bit of fun. Cooking contests are all about appealing to the judges' tastes. We'll have to pick carefully. Yes, very true. The judges are Master Adam, Lord Hugo, and Mr. Moulton. Furthermore, from what Master Adam told me, the renowned gourmet Omnom will be also attending the event. A renowned gourmet. Gourmet. Yes, I hear there will be a few others showing up as well. It'll be difficult to work out their preferences, but I know for a fact that Adam loves his pan-fried tatari. Pan-fried tatari. Mouth-watering, isn't it? It's so soft and succulent. Yes, it's quite exquisite. I've always wanted to try my hand at that. Could be a good opportunity. Yeah, go for it. For the ingredients, we'll need bulufo beast meat and roggle bird meat. Ideally, we'll want weeping flower, nest extract, and barb tomatoes too. I can already see it, taste it melt in my mouth. Lady Laura, it just occurred to me. Yes, Hayes? What if the other participants decide on the same strategy as ours? You think they might prepare the exact same meal? Yes, supposing they do. Well, it still won't be a problem if our Tatari outclasses the rest of them, right? But if we do make all the same dish, it does lower our chances of success. How about dessert then? A dessert? I approve. Great. And whose favorite would that be? Ooh, I know I'd love it. Me too. I normally don't do sweet dishes, normally. But it couldn't hurt to try, at least. What would you be making, specifically? I think I'd bake a cake I once saw in Uriah, with that too. For the ingredients, I'll need cranberry bells, rusca flour, and some more weeping flour. And finally some Lojan honey and a few lacca nuts. That sounds divine. What would you think, Lady Laura? Which is our best bet? We'll have to choose between the two, won't we? What do you think, Jen? What do you think? Which would you be happier with? Pan-fried tartare would be easier to make, but I'd say we got a good chance with either choice. That's not making it easier. Well, if we're still on the fence, why don't we make both and decide which one to serve at the last moment? Not a bad idea. Alright, let's do that. We can meet back at the inn once Jin has prepared his meals. Excellent. Best of luck, Jin. Yeah. So we get 2 new recipes to make. Alright then. So with this, we gotta go on ahead and head to a camp. I don't want to summon any side quests, so we'll just head to this campsite. The other campsite will spawn a cutscene, but I'll save that towards the end. Alright
Even on
then.
familiar ground, we must stay
So
vigilant.
heading up here, we're gonna see what we can make. Alright then. So
Now,
for
let me
Jin's
see.
stuff,
Don't spoil
can
your
we make
appetite
them?
before I'm
Oh,
done.
yes we can. Weeping flower, oh yeah, we got enough. So, for these, we'll need buffalo beast meat, killed buffaloes, ragu bird meat, kind of obvious what we need. And then for the others, weeping flower can be found pretty much all over. They're a pretty common find. Can't remember if they're Gourmet or Torna. Nest astrax you can find pretty much by bashing in nests all over. And then barbed tomatoes, you can find these in a Torgoth, in the pathway between the graveyard and the ruined town.
It came together nicely.
Next up, wingberry cake. Arguably, this I consider to be one of the best things in the game. Well, it'll be super, super, super useful for the final battle. Trust me. You'll want to remember this thing. So, for wingberry cake, cranberry bells, you can find these in Lasham Cove, Ruska flower in Torgoth Village. Weeping flower, you can find these at Lazaria Woodland. Melojan honey, we've already seen them. They're found in the Titan's Roar and Gourmet in that Melojan honey spot. And lastly, Lacca nuts, you can find these in the Moor and Aletta. I really like
It came
these.
together nicely. It came together nicely.
So yeah, so this is one reason why I want to save up the final boss for towards the end. You get some super good rewards before then. At least before heading out to the final battle, it's definitely worth it. This is also kind of alright, which you must protect. Just we need more sticky insects. Alright then. So, with that all done, we made both recipes, so let's go on ahead and just set up the cook-off. Alright then, so heading back down here,
Remind me why we're here
let's go
again?
on ahead and, well, start the cook-off. Everyone all set? I think I'm good to go as well. Shall we begin Adam Origo's Great Tourney Cook-Off? Let's begin. Ladies and gentlemen, I believe it's officially time to begin the Great Tourney Cook-Off. Please welcome our 4 contestants, each of whom have honored us with their culinary talents today. From the ever-friendly Cafe Amicus, we have Miss Sorrel. Secondly, we introduce the owner of this very inn, Fred. Fred has been gracious enough to provide us with a venue for today's event. Thank you, Fred. Next up, it's the paragon of Torna himself, Jin. And last but not least, against everyone's better judgment, it's the Aegis herself, Mithra. Now, the 4 of you will be competing against each other. And to gauge your performances, here are our esteemed judges. Hailing from the arid plains of Moordain, please give a warm welcome to Emperor Hugo Arderank. From the same yonder land comes the scholar and connoisseur of fine foods, Mr. Moulton. Our resident gourmet, known far and wide for her gastronomic gallantry, Omnob. Representing our younger age group, it's the dastardly duo, Mikhail and Milton. And I, Adam Origo, might even add a comment or two if I feel like it. Judges, be sure not to let any personal bias color your judgment. Trust only your tongues. I know, I intend to remain completely impartial. These are dark days, but that doesn't mean we don't have to while our lives away in misery. Relax and enjoy the show. Miss Sorrel, would you care to go first? Certainly. I've prepared Cafe Amicus world famous 5-star offering. It's tricolor aqua pazza. Tricolor, you say? It looks like 3 things put together. Isn't that cheating? It's the famous specialty, isn't it? I'm afraid it's been a while since I last made it, so I might not be up to the scratch, but, well, see what you think. For starters, meal gets points for ample serving. Could become regular after this. The delicate notes of all three flavors mingle in perfect harmony. You would never find the likes in Moradane. It is exceedingly tasty. I'm just going to leave the leaves. I must have been proper hard work to prepare all three meals from scratch. Yes, we mustn't overlook the effort that was put into this. The feast looks so attractive. A boon to Torna indeed. Fred, would you like to present your dish? I know I don't know how I can follow up with that enormous helping, but here we are. This is the most expensive thing we have on the menu. Hope you like it. What do we have here? Meat! Woohoo! Pretty straightforward. Go on, tuck in. Roasted to the perfect degree. You'd never find the likes in Moradane. I like it. Very palatable. I didn't notice any meat could be so soft and juicy. It's decent. It's exceptionally tasty true, but cannot help feeling that anyone can make it to be so using high quality meat. It's a little bit on the spicy side, which isn't a bad thing at all. Okay, Jen, you're up. What have you got for us? Well, Laura, which one are we going to go to present? Well, let's see. So, from here, the ending the end of the side quest actually depends on what you choose. Not very often in the game, but this is one of the very few side quests that have different outcomes depending on what you do. For this, though, B rewards are going to be your better bet. Well, this will get you the worst ending, but you will win. But we're going to throw in the towel. Let's go with the Tatari. As you wish. Today I've prepared you my special pan-fried Tatari. More meat! What? It's my favorite! It's delicious. I can't fault a thing. Plenty to fill Tom Tom. Om Nom always give high range to sizable portion. It's so juicy and tender. You'll never find the likes in Moradane. I like meat, but this might be a little too much for me. It sits heavily on the stomach, I fear. It's alright. And finally, Mithra. Hoping to wow us with your dish, are you? That's the idea. Nice one, putting me at the end. Don't think I didn't notice. Saving the best for last, am I right? Actually, I just wanted everyone to have a chance to enjoy the last meals before the inevitable happened. Whatever. Okay, you ready? Feast your eyes on this. Well... It's a surprise. I'll give you that. It's definitely one that left the biggest impression on me. He's afraid Om Nom cannot stomach another bite. Actually, I think with a bit of chewing, it's definitely leaning towards edible. It's a very particular flavor. Yes, I could get used to this. You'd never find the likes of Moradane. Our Ordanian taste buds broken or something. Well, folks, we've sampled all 4 meals, and the judges have come to a verdict. I would like now to announce the winner of the Great Torning Cook-Off. Oh, I'm on the edge of my seat. Come on, come on. The grand prize of today's tournament goes to Miss Sorrel Tricolor's Aqua Pizza. Sorry, Pazza. I'm honored. You are truly the finest cook that Torna has to offer, lass. Not many people are able to pull off 3-meal combo on one plate like that. I know it has been easy for you, but I'd be so chuffed to say I could just keep cooking but I'd be so chuffed if you could just keep cooking like you just did today. Thank you, Mr. Moulton. I feel I would not have been able to start looking to the future again if it weren't for you. Perhaps to reward my efforts, you would be willing to part with your closely guarded recipe. That, I'm afraid, is non-negotiable. Hey, Adam. What's the deal? Why didn't my dish win? Well... I believe the problem was simply that your meal was aimed too much at a discerning palate, Mithra. You mean I should have toned it down? Hard luck, Jen. Yeah. But I've never done something like that before. It was interesting. Right. Like Adam said, the point was for us to have a good time. Yes, and I had a wonderful time. My heart was racing when they were announcing the winner. All in all, it was pretty good. And that brings us to the end of the contest. But never fear, folks. With your support, I'd like to host a second one someday, so keep polishing those skills. Perhaps I should switch it up next time around. I'd gladly cook something up for a change. I'm not quite happy to remain as judge. I'm not complaining, as long as you've made sure to hold him here. We'll do even better next time, won't we, Jen? For sure. And I'll have to make sure to get back to my usual rhythm. Next time, my first prize is so mine. Please, just don't. The only way she could win is if she was the only one left standing. Alright, and we get 2 more for the community. Oh yeah. We get Sorrel. And we get Moulton. Very nice, our community is filling up quite nicely. And with this, we completed the Great Torna Cook-Off. And with this, we get some pretty good rewards. You get more experience compared to the 42,000, and gold gets multiplied by 10. It feels good to throw. Very nice indeed. Hence why I say literally throw it. And you get the thing literally killer. Yeah, the literally a killer Tatari, or where the heck it was. I am not paying attention today. You can tell I'm still not feeling 100%. Only at about a good healthy 21%. Alright. Reason why I'm going through the city is that I saw a gold stuff. You'll be able to find a lot more gold stars once you've progressed further on through the story. We got that group. Where the peck? Meh, might not be till later. I'm just looking in the wrong location. How the heck am I supposed to know? So yeah, I'll probably find them for the next episode. So I guess let's go over the rewards, shall we? So the main deal though is that do the side quest just for the wingberry cake. It's arguably one of the best food things in the game.
Stay vigilant.
It's super good. Increases your special charge rate and your recovery. That's really good. So we get literally killer tart. Recharges its arts by 0.1 each second and decreases the damage taken. Relatively alright. Not my favorite, but not terrible. Alright then. So, with that all done, I think we made pretty good progress this episode. We managed to, well, do a bit more in the capital, progress the story, and Torna is looking rather chaotic right now. And well, that'll be something for another day. So next time in Xenoblade Chronicles 2, Torna the Golden Country. Well, to hell with the story, Malos can wait. We're going to go and, well, continue side questing. I will see you guys then.